only one new rule today. So only one new rule. So we're going to quickly go over the rules that we learned last week. We have learned a couple of rules. Who can tell me one of them? You can tell me one and then sort of explain how that rule works to me. Kira, can you tell me one rule?
We learned straight lines.
Okay, so how would I write that rule?
Oh, angles on a straight line.
Beautiful, angles on a straight line. Okay, and when would we use a rule like that? Oh, sorry, you've muted again. There we go. When would we use angles on a straight line?
I forgot, but wait, wait, when the adjacent angles on a straight line will add up to 180, when it adds up to 180.
There we go. Beautiful. And you said that so beautifully. Well, and you even said the key word there. You said adjacent, which I love. Okay. So angles on a straight line is when adjacent angles on a straight line equal 180 degrees. Okay. And adjacent is just a fancy word for next to. So it's saying this angle here plus this angle here. Let's actually just write that as a sentence. X plus Y would equal 180 degrees. Okay, so that's our angles on a straight line. Beautiful. Rule number 2. Bontle, rule number 2.
Ma'am, rule number 2 is angles around a point.
Beautiful. Angles around a point. Okay, when would we use a rule like this?
When it's 360, ma'am.
Good, 100%. Well done. Okay. So when we add in all of those angles, that was so well done, Winter. I think that might be the first time we've heard from you as well, which is always exciting. You know, we love our new voices. Let's try and draw it like this. So if I had X, Y, Z, and B, okay? All of those together need to equal 360. So X plus Y plus Z plus B equals 360 degrees. So that's angles around a point. Nice. Okay. Rule number 3. Tumelo. Rule number 3.
Vertically opposite angles.
Yes, vertically opposite angles are equal. When would we use a rule like that? What are we looking for?
When the angles are opposite from each other.
Good, good. Okay, so when we have two straight lines and we've got this X situation, we can say that this angle here would be equal to that angle there, and this angle here would be equal to that angle there. Okay, the important thing is that they have to be two straight lines. Beautiful. Okay, I think we are good. I think these are the only reasons we landed up covering. Renee, is this the question? No? Okay. So these are the rules that we went over last week. Oh, hello.
Hi, ma'am. I was going to say co-interior angles.
Sorry, which angle?
Would I be right if I said co-interior?
Oh, so co-interior is definitely one of the rules, but we haven't learned it yet. We're only going to learn it in our next course. But that's definitely a geometry rule. So nice.
Okay,
okay, cool. So this is what we started with last week. Now we're going to try and combine some of those in these questions. So what we've got here is we have a question. We're going to have to use a couple of rules. I am going to give you exactly 2 minutes to try and do this question. So at the moment on my clock, it says that it is 8 minutes past 5. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. So until 10 minutes past 5. And I would like to know what X is, and I would like to know what Y is. Remember to write out, be very careful with how you write everything out. We always want to have our equation on one side. We want to have our reason on the other side. And then we want to work out what X is and what Y is. Give it your best go. See if you can figure it out for me. And then we're going to go through, I'm going to go through these ones for you. And we're going to learn our new rule today. So for this one, you're going to need 2 different rules to figure out what X is and what Y is. And don't panic. The key to geometry is not to panic. I'm just throwing things around this side.
As me and the dogs are busy cheering you out. This.
Okay, my clock is saying it is 5:10. Do we have any answers that have come in yet? Does anyone feel good about anything? Even a first line? Are we feeling just a bit stressed about this one? How's this question going? Oh no, Tomato. What's going on with this question? What's happening? Okay, let's chat about it.
Yondela is like, I'm ready.
Oh, Yondela. Okay, Yondela, can you talk us through one of them?
So what I said is 4x plus 15 equals 5x minus 10 because of vertically
What's my
opposite.
reason for that?
Vertically opposite
Beautiful.
angles.
100%. Okay, I like that. Can you carry on working that out for me?
Oh, I'm still trying to.
Oh, okay. No, that's great. No, I really like that first line. I'm going to work out the next line from there for you guys. That was really great though. So all we've got here is we said that this angle over here needs to be equal to that angle over there because they are vertically opposite each other. Okay. When we get to this point, we have just a nice, easy equation. You can move your x's onto the left or onto the right, but I know most of you like them on the left, so I'm just going to move it onto the left for you. So I'm going to move my 5x that side, and I'm going to move my 15 onto that side. So I'm going to have 4x minus 5x is equal to negative 10 minus 15. So negative 1x is going to give me negative 25. Divide both of those by negative 1. So x is going to equal 25 degrees. How is that? How do we feel with x so far? Did this feel good? Did this feel bad? Did this feel somewhere in between? Let me know. Let me know in the chat how this one went. Very curious to hear. Okay, let's deal with some of these hands. Amakle, how can I help?
Ma'am, I don't understand how you got 4x plus 15 equals 5x minus negative 10.
Minus 10. Okay, so this blue line that I've highlighted and the other blue line that I've highlighted, they're straight lines. And so what they create is vertically opposite angles. And so this angle in here, which is 4x plus 15, needs to equal this angle here, which is 5x minus 10. And so that's what we're writing. We're saying that those two angles are equal to each other.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay. Claire, how can I help?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I just wanted to ask the same question that they asked,
Oh,
but now I got it.
okay.
Thanks.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, no problem. And Nkosi, how can I help? Okay. Doesn't 15 move with sign? So the 15, are you talking about the degree sign or the other sign? So the 15 would move because it's a plus, so when it moves over, it's going to become a minus. But the degree sign, just you can put degree just right at the end. You don't need to have a degree on all of the different numbers, if that helps. Okay, so now we have dealt with the x. Now we need to deal with our y. Hi, Nkosi.
Hello.
How can I help?
I didn't understand the sum.
Okay, which part, sweetheart?
The 4x plus 15.
Okay.
No.
So the 4x plus 15, this part over here, this just comes from being vertically opposite angles. So this reason over here, that's telling us why those are equal. So when we have two straight lines, then the angles that are opposite each other would be equal to each other. This is the one angle, so that's that guy, and this is the other angle, that's that guy. And this is us just saying that they are equal to each other. Okay, no, there isn't horizontally opposite angles, so panic. Okay, let's try and get to our y. Remember, guys, if you haven't come to lessons before, if this is your first lesson, it's the third lesson of the course. We've already learned a few rules. So I really recommend you watch the videos so that you are up to scratch with what's going on. And then you will feel much less confused, I promise. Okay, now to figure out y, we need to know what one of these angles are. So let's just take this 4x plus 15 as an example, okay? I'm just gonna write over here because I'm running out of space. We've got that 4x plus 15 over there as an angle. And we need to figure out what that would be if x is 25 degrees, okay? So we're saying 4 times 25 plus 15. 4 times 25 is going to give us 100 plus 15, which means that angle is going to be 115 degrees. Okay, so this angle here is 115 degrees. So that means if I'm wanting to figure out what 2y is going to be, I did not leave nearly enough space to do this question. Let me move this away. Okay, I can say 115 degrees plus 2y is going to equal 180 degrees because of angles on a straight line. All right, I'm going to move my 115 degrees over there. So I'm going to have 2y is equal to 180 minus 115, which means 2y is going to be equal to 65 degrees. And so y is going to equal to 32.5 degrees. Okay. Can you let me know in the chat, so not out loud, in the chat, how this question went, the good parts, the bad parts, what you struggled with, what you didn't struggle with. Tell me how this question went in general. Then we'll see if we can try and find some general things. Oh, good. Okay. I got the 25 by working out this equation over here. So this over here is a straight line. It is a straight line because it's straight. Keiko, I'll ask Elaine to change her name for you. Sure. So the second part, okay, so this first part over here, that's the first part was finding x. Then this part that I'm putting in a cloud over here, that was just working out what this angle is now that we know what x is. Okay. And then we said, well, 115 degrees plus 2y needs to equal 180 degrees because this angle's on a straight line. And then we just worked it out as a normal equation. So we moved our 115 over, we then divided it by 2, and we went from there. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, exactly. We divided it by 2, and that gave us the 32.5. Exactly. Okay. If you would like to take a screenshot of the mess that is up on the board, please feel free. We're going to move down after this to learn our new rule that we're going to focus on today, which is just going to be dealing with triangles. So if you haven't been in our classes, this is your first class, I think it'll feel a lot less scary because it'll be a brand new rule. You've taken 17 screenshots. That's fine, Bello. You take screenshots whenever you need. Okay. And remember, you can always watch this again at your own speed after the lesson. You can pause when you need to pause and try and take things down. So don't stress. Okay. The 5x minus 10 would give you the exact same thing because it would be 5 times 25 minus 10, which is 125 minus 10, which is 115. So you'll get to the same. All right. Okay, so the rule we are going to work on today is sum of angles in a triangle. Nice, easy rule, not stressful, nice, easy, happy one. I think you will enjoy it today. Unati, hello.
Hi, ma'am.
How can I help?
Ma'am, I literally just got back from school now. So are we doing what we did last week?
So what we did up to this point was we were just working on the rules that we'd learned last week, and now we're learning a new rule from today.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so sum of angles in a triangle. Sum of angles in a triangle, all it means is that when we have a triangle, which we all know what triangles are by now. So triangles when we have 3 vertices. If we add all of our different angles together, so we take this angle and we add this angle and we add that angle, we get the beautiful total of 180 degrees. So when we add all of the different angles in a triangle, we get 180 degrees. And the reason that when we use this rule is we would say sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, so it's very similar to our straight line rule because it's also equal to 180, except that now we're dealing with a triangle. So let me do one for you. Try and leave this here. And then I'll let you try. I think you're going to find this nice and easy. I think you're going to enjoy it. Okay, so we need to try and solve for x over here. So I'm going to say x plus 75 plus 25 is equal to 180 degrees. That's my equation. Now I need to write my reason. Sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, so my equation and my reason. I'm just going to add these together. So that's going to be x plus 100 is equal to 180 degrees. You can move your 25 and 75 over if you feel more comfortable with that. And then I'm going to move that 100 over. So x is equal to 180 minus 100, which means x is equal to 80 degrees. Okay, and remember, if you ever are wanting to check, so if you, oh guys, I've written this down wrong. I wrote 25, not 55. Why did no one remind me? Okay, try that again. 55, not 25, 55. Okay, so 75 to 55 is a very different answer.
I think Tracy actually corrected you.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm just like happily going along my way over here, like la 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 la. Tracy, I'm so sorry I missed it. Okay, try that again. So x plus 120 is going to give us 180, and then we're going to move our 120 over. So 130. I'm just really messing this up quite severely now. And so we'll have 180 minus 130, which means x is equal to 50 degrees. Okay. And then if you're wanting to check if you are right or if you are wrong, okay, so we're going to put our 50 degrees in over there. If you want to check if you're right or you're wrong, take your calculator, add all of these up. And if you don't get 180 degrees, you know you have made a mistake. Okay. Okay, Yondela, what way did you do it in? Do you want to put your hand up so that I can unmute you and you can talk us through? Just so I can make sure it's right. Because remember, in maths, getting the right answer doesn't necessarily mean it's right. If the journey's wrong.
Oh yeah, especially in this subject.
Especially in geometry, yeah. Yondela, tell us what you did.
So what I did was 180 minus 75 minus 55 equals x. And then from there, I got 50 degrees.
That's fine. Okay, but you also wrote your reason of sum of angles in a triangle.
Yes.
100%, totally fine, no problem. Okay, cool, I like it, good. So, do we like this rule? Is this rule a 10 out of 10 kind of rule? Are we enjoying it? Good. So we can't say interior angles of a triangle because interior angles is something we do when we have parallel lines. So we need to say sum. Yes, this is a nice easy rule. I knew you were going to like it. Beautiful. Okay. If you want to screenshot, this is your time, and then I'm going to move down. And let's see how you go. Then we're going to do a couple, then we're going to take a brain break, and then we're going to do a couple more. I've got one nasty one that maybe we'll try at the end. Okay. Hi, Dave. Okay, give this question a try for me. So we have x plus 10, we have x, and we have 70, and I am wanting to know, yeah, this is a nice easy rule. I'm wanting to know what my value of x is. Give it your best go. Remember to keep all of your lines nicely worked out. So each line, make sure it's there. Make sure you have your equation and your reason. Kira, I have a feeling that that hand is up to answer, so I will let you answer. I'm just going to wait just a little bit, just to give people a go, and then I'll unmute you. Oh, we're getting some different answers coming in the chat. Okay, I'm going to give you guys one more minute, and then Kira is going to talk us through this question.
Wow, I see so many hands. And I'm
No,
Teacher G, yeah, because Teacher Jad likes to spread the loves,
spread the love around.
love amongst everyone. Who hasn't talked to you, Teacher Jen?
Well, this one I promised to Kira, but after this one, then we'll spread around.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Kira. I think I did something weird there.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi.
Okay. So I got x plus 10 plus x plus 17 equals 180, and then I got 2x plus 18.
What's missing over here?
Oh, the reason. Sums of angles in a triangle.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh.
And then I got 2x plus 80 equals 180.
Good.
And then it's 2x equals 180 minus 80.
Good.
And then it's 2x divided by 2 and equals 100 divided by 2.
Good. So we're going to divide by 2 there. We're going to divide by 2 there. And so we get x is
50.
Well done.
Nice job.
Explained very well.
Who was asking?
So they were asking, I think it was Comfort. Comfort was still explaining to me that he has a problem with the second step on question B.
Okay, so Comfort, the second step on question B, all we're doing here is we're taking our 2 x's together, and that's what gave us our 2x. And then we took our 2 numbers and we added them together, and that gave us the 80. That's how we got that second step. Does that help a little bit?
Hey, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Comfort, does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to need to move on to our next question, guys. The hands are up. Do you mind popping those questions in the chat for me? And I promise I'll deal with them there, just because of our time. I'm sorry. But please pop them in the chat. I promise I'll be there. Okay, I'll do this, and then we can keep B up at the same time. So if you put your questions for B into the chat, then I'll answer them there. But everyone can work on C in the moment. If you have questions for B, please don't panic and put them. Don't be like, oh, I want them answered. I promise if you put them in the chat, I will answer them. But in the moment, you guys can work on C for me. And when you are ready to answer C, pop that hand up. Intombi, is this hand up to answer ready?
Hello, ma'am. I don't understand where. I don't understand exactly why did we even jump to the other side.
You mean in this step over here?
Maybe it will be, because I thought maybe it will be 82x is equals to 180.
Okay, so we're not allowed to add the 2x and the 80 because they're not like terms. We're only allowed to add x's, and then we're allowed to add numbers, but we're not allowed to add x's with numbers.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
No problem.
I see a lot of students thinking that this is interior angles, but I don't get why.
Yeah, so just be careful, guys. Interior angles is when we have parallel lines. When parallel lines are involved, then we have interior angles. So we need to be quite careful with how we write these rules. So I said this in our very first lesson of geometry, but if you knew, then you wouldn't have gotten this though, is that in geometry, we have to be so specific about everything we write because they take it apart. And if you write one thing that's wrong, then they mess it up. C is a bit nasty because there are negative signs, but just try your best. I'm sure you will surprise yourself. So let's have a look at these hands. We've heard from Amakle, we've heard from Unati, we've heard from Kira. We have not heard from Albert yet. So let's go to Albert. Albert, this one is all yours. Can you talk us through this question? So you just need to push unmute on your side, and then we'll be able to hear you talk. There we go. Albert, we can see you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. It might be a headphone situation. You might want to unplug them and replug them in. For the question coming in the chat, we're going to do parallel lines in 2 weeks' time. We'll start parallel lines. I heard from you in the beginning of the lesson when you told us you came late. I know it's not the same as an answer.
And Unati, you know we love you, so.
You know, yeah, Unati knows. Our love is deep. Okay, let's try Ayanda. Ayanda, can you unmute on your side? There we go. Ayanda, can you talk us through this question?
Ma'am, it's x minus 10 plus 2x plus 40 degrees is equals to 180, sum of angles of a triangle.
Beautiful. Okay, so just wait there for a second so I can write that down. Sum of angles in a triangle. Okay, beautiful. I love that. Next line.
Ma'am, then you're going to add the x's, which is going to be 4x.
Good. 4x.
4x plus negative 10 plus 40 is equals to 180.
Okay, so I'm beautiful is equal to 180. Great. Next line.
Then, ma'am, you're going to say 4x plus 30 is equals to 180.
Yeah.
Then 4x is equals to 180 minus 30.
Yeah.
Then 4x divided by 4 is equals to 150 divided by 4. Then x is 37,5.
Yay! Well done. Woo!
Done.
Nice job, Ayanda. Love it. Okay, let's see. How did we go, guys? How did this question go? Are we enjoying it?
Remember taking screenshots, everyone, and see where you went wrong.
Oh no, Smilla, what happened there? Easy, great. That's what I like. That is what I like. Okay. The hands that are up at the moment, if they are up to ask a question, please keep them up. If they were to answer, do you mind dropping them down for me just so that I know who has a question? Luniko, how can I help?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I made a mistake. But what the question that I want to ask, what is the collocation period, ma'am? What time?
What time does this lesson end?
No, the consolidation, ma'am.
Consolidation. Oh, I think consolidation we're only going to do at the end of the term.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Let's see. Tatenda, can I help?
Sorry, ma'am. I just wanted to know, where did we get the fourth x?
The fourth x, okay, so we had this x, that's 1x, that's another one, so that's 2 x's, and then these 2 over here, that gave us 4 x's.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Naledi, how can I help?
Ma'am, isn't it negative 10 plus 40 and then it gives you 30?
No, so negative 10 plus 40, that's definitely going to give positive 30 because it's the same as if I wrote it like that. So if I just switch them around, that's positive 40 minus 10, that's definitely going to give me a positive number.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Okay, Shaden, how can I help?
Ma'am, remember you said if we want to put the numbers that is inside the triangle in the calculator, and if it equals to 180, then you know your answer is correct?
Yes.
So how do you add that one? That's the one C in the calculator.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit
nastier. I got 52 as an answer.
Yeah. So here you would need to say that's 2 times 37.5 So just be careful that you're writing that into your calculator correctly. Here you would be saying 37.5 minus 10. So you're going to get 27.5. And here you're going to get 37.5 plus 40. So you're going to get 77.5. And then you're going to add all of those together. And then you should get to 180.
Okay, I'll try it down.
Okay. Okay, guys, I need to move on to our next question, or we're going to quickly do a brain break. Remember, if I didn't get to your questions now, pop them in the chat and we will answer them that way. And we're going to do a quick brain break. We're not going to be able to spend a long time on it because look at the time already, and then we're going to do a few more questions. Okay. So for those of you who are new, brain break is just something we do, which is just something silly and fun, just for you to give a bit of a break from math, but don't stress, nothing stressful. For today's one, we're going to do one of these again, and then we've got a few small little extra things we're going to do. So for this one, I am looking for the word. Yeah, I'm looking for the word that I am wanting. That is all I'm going to say.
No, Mpumelelo, no, the quiz is on when, it's on Thursday. Albert, it depends. It depends on how you guys can solve this question.
Yeah. The brain break depends on how long it takes you to solve. Junior, have you figured it out for me? What's my word?
For the first one, the dog and the, is it a cat or mouse?
I think it's a hamster.
Okay, is it K times L?
Yeah, so this one's definitely going to be 3. So my duck would be 3. And so what would my hamster have to be?
10.
Yeah, okay, good. Nice. You're almost there. What's my full word here?
Okay.
There's people helping you in the chat.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, so I think we landed up getting there. Lots of you got there at the end. A lot of guessing, I think that's happening. But our chicken is definitely 2. So if our chicken is 2, then our chicken is B. Then we've got U for our mouse. Then our duck is 3, which is an L. And our hamster is 10, which is a K. And so our word was bulk. So for those of you who got there, well done. It was bulk. Not sulk, not luck. I think there were a few people just trying to figure out the word here.
Yeah, but most people got it. Well done, guys.
So the next one I found, it's very similar to Dingbat, but it's a little bit different. It's using emojis, and the emojis are trying to tell you what movie it is. So I've got 3 because they're going to be quite short, I think. And so you have to determine from the emojis what the movie is. So they're all different movies. Okay, that's the first one. What movie is this? Not Joker. Come on, it's a classic, guys. Clover Punch. Rocky, no. Ace Punch, no. Boxing, no. 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 What is this? What is this called in a box of cards? What is that sweet called in cards? Ah, Des! Yes! Des got there, guys. Well done to Des. This is Fight Club.
Well done,
so, this is your fight part, and that is a club. This is the club. This is the club from a deck of cards.
Ryan says Ace Punch.
You snuck in here with a different name.
Belinda says Clover Puncher.
Okay, so that was the first movie. Next movie. This guy. What is this movie? This is so easy. This you should get this in like 10 seconds. Harry Potter. No. No. There we go, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Guys, this is Gandalf. I feel like your nerdery needs to go all the way up there, guys. Come on. Gandalf, there's an elf, there's a ring, there's Mordor. So clearly Lord of the Rings. Okay, one last one for the day. Shaden, hello.
Ma'am, I just wanna ask, man, this one was very confusing, I'm not gonna lie. But where does the volcano come in there by Lord of the Rings?
Because this is Mordor. That's where they have to drop the ring in so that the ring can melt.
Okay, ma'am.
Guys, I feel like we need to move your nerdery up there. Okay. Lord of the Rings is for old people. Kira, hurtful. Okay, this is the last one. Home Alone? No. Scream? No. Guys, this is the easiest one.
Ma'am, it's
there
E.T.
we go.
Phone Home.
Yes, it's E.T. Phone Home. The movie is
Yeah.
E.T. Yeah, I hope that this is for the youth, since Lord of the Rings is for old people. Hurtful. It's because in the movie E.T., there's like a whole scene where he goes, E.T. phone home. That's what it is. This is the alien phoning home. You know what, guys?
Got it. I think
I'm getting a big scene, like there's this sense that I'm getting in the chat that the movies I chose were too old, and I get it. Okay, and I will reassess for Thursday what type of movies I show. I will reassess. Okay. Thanks for making me feel super old though. Let's move back into math. Okay. Let's I think that one's going to be a little bit too easy. Let's start. Yeah. I'm going to keep both of these up on the screen. And you can give both of them a go. Remember, when you find answers, pop them in the chat for me, and then if you're wanting to talk it through, you can. But let's see. This one, I think you'll find these first two nice and easy. Let's see. Unati, A is all yours. Look, I'll even write your name for you. There we go. If someone would like to book these, let me know. Akira, I see your hand, but I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt that you called me old. Oh. So hurt. Okay, let's see. I haven't heard from, have I heard from Camilo tonight? I feel like I haven't. Yeah, Lunico, you can see.
I think you haven't heard from Lunico or Unati, because Unati says that she didn't answer a question.
Yeah, I know. Unati can do A, Camilo can do B, and then Lunico can do C for us. Okay. All right. Let's get going. Unati, A, let's go. What am I writing?
Ma'am, I wanted to do B, but it's fine.
So sassy. Can you work your A for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, ma'am, the first step, you're going to say x plus 120 plus 35 equals 180, sum of all angles in a triangle.
Beautiful. Okay. Next line.
Next step, you're going to say x plus 155 equals to 180.
Good.
Then you're going to take the 155 over, so it's going to be x equals to 180 minus 155. So that's going to give you 25.
Yes, nice. Well done. Good work, Unati. Nice.
Well done, Unati. Unati won. We don't have to
Unati won. Exactly. Unati won. Okay, next one I said would be Tumelo. I'm just trying to find you so that I can unmute you.
I have Tumelo on my side.
Oh, beautiful. Can you unmute for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So it'll be x plus 46 plus 90 will equal 180 degrees.
Beautiful.
And in a triangle. Next step is going to be x plus 136 will equal 180.
Good.
Then x will equal 180 minus 136.
Good.
Then x is equal to 44. I mean.
Good. Well done. Thank you, Tumelo. Thanks for answering. Great work.
Well
Nice.
done, my pips. Did well.
Guys, you smashed these. I'm hoping that they felt really nice and easy. And Tombi, how did this go? Do you have a question?
No, ma'am, I wanted to ask number B, but that's fine.
Okay, but I'll keep you in mind for one of our later ones. Okay, I promised C to Lenico, but I will keep you in mind for D if we get there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, take a screenshot if you want. We're going to move down. Yes, Ayanda, well done, man. Good. Okay, let's move to C. This is also a nice, easy one. Lenico's doing this one for us.
Kiara Pilande says, can she book for her spot for next class?
Yeah, okay, you can book your spot for next week. I'll pencil you in quickly in my diary. I'll just put Kiara as booked.
Yeah, we have
like a little.
So this one is Kiara Pilande. Yeah, because it's two Kiara in here. We should actually change to Kiara 1 and Kiara 2. That's easy.
Onakwa, do you have a question, sweetheart? You just need to unmute on your side? No, okay. Okay, Lenico, do you mind putting your hand up for me so that I can unmute you to do this question? Thank you. Okay, talk me through. What am I going to write?
It's going to be x plus 80 degrees plus 55 is equal to 180. Sum of angles equal to triangle.
Good. Yeah. Next line.
So it's going to be 80. Oh, okay. It's going to be x plus 35 is equal to 180 degrees.
Okay. So x plus 1 over here. Did you say 155?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cool. Next line.
It's going to be. We're going to take 135 to the other side, to the right-hand side, and then it's going to become a negative. Then x is equal to 45.
Perfect. Nice job. Good work. Good. Okay. We have D to do, and then we've got one nasty one. So here's D. D is up on the board. Well done for you guys so far. You're doing really, really, really nicely. Oh, but I tried to unmute you earlier and you weren't unmuting. That was, or you unmuted and then we couldn't hear you. That's the only reason. Let's see how we go with D. Tabang, is this a question or are you wanting to answer?
I think all these hands to answer, eh? I see Naledi, I see Miche.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
Like for C, I need to question because like for me, like for C, I see most of the angles that I see there are like, aren't they accurate angles?
Yeah, they are.
Yes. And an acute angle equals to 45 degrees, right?
No, an acute angle is any angle that's less than 90. So 65, 60, 70, all of those would be less than, they would all be acute. Yeah.
Okay. So, but then ma'am, where do we get the 180 from? Because there's no obtuse angle.
Yeah, okay. But because whenever we have a triangle, when we add all three angles in a triangle, we always have 180 degrees.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Naledi, hello. How can I help?
Ma'am, I would like to answer D.
Naledi, I am all yours. Talk me through.
Okay. So it's going to be 2x plus 10 plus 90 plus 3x equals 180.
Great.
And
what's my reason?
Sum of angles in a triangle.
Yes. Okay. Next line.
2x plus 3 equals 180 minus 100.
Good. I'm going to write it like that just so that people can see. Okay. Next line.
5x over 5 equals 100 over 5.
I think it'll be 80.
Ma'am, 80.
Yeah, because 180 minus 100 is going to give us 80.
Oh, no, so I did it wrong.
No, that's okay. That's okay. This happens to the best of us, but you had a very good up to that point. So then we're going to divide both of those by 5. So what is x going to land up being if we're saying 80 divided by 5?
80 divided by 5 is going to give me 16.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well done. Good job, Naledi.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, you should do the
Well,
poll.
Kira, I'm glad your day has gotten better. That's good. I just feel old now. So, you know, just how things go, though. It's fine.
Should I do the poll or you want to give them one more?
I think let's do one more. Let's try and squeeze this one in here. It's a tricky one, but I think what we'll do is yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see who can get there. This one is tricky. So if you weren't in our previous lessons, you may struggle with this one a little bit. Oh, sure, Kira, pop that hand up and ask away. Yeah, how can I help, Kira?
Ma'am, I wanted to apologize for calling you old, but I didn't mean it that way. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay,
teasing you.
sweetheart.
She's not
I'm just
offended.
teasing you. I'm just teasing. I promise. Okay. Yes. Well, so Comfort, it's important that you write this line over here. That line's really important, and the line that you write your equation. And then this matters a little bit less until you sort of get to this point, and then that's important again. Okay. So what I would recommend in this one is start with A, and then, so start here, and then move to B next, and then you can try C. Oh, Trevor, I'm so glad you enjoyed the lesson. It's always lovely to hear. Even with the chaos, I promise that we always have a little bit of chaos, but it's only because we love you so much. Love equals chaos.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to be a real sneak about this, guys. And I'm going to ask you to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to ask you to try and finish this off at home. Well, I mean, you're at home already, but to finish this off this afternoon. And we are going to start with this question in our lesson on Thursday. We're going to start here, and we're going to go through it. So that's going to give all of you time to give it a go. Those of you who haven't been here for lessons 1 and 2, you can watch the videos and then you can give this one a go. But I would like to answer to all 3 of these letters. And we're going to do it first thing in the lesson on Thursday.